Here's Brody Brazil.
The Environmental Impact Report was supposed to be out any day now. We were supposed to have this county meeting, and then shortly thereafter, we were supposed to get the EIR public. And there is obviously, I don't know if it's a correct term to say a concern, but there's at least a high interest in what this EIR says. Because the site at Howard Terminal, it's unique. The land was man-made, at least most of it, from the original shoreline that was there. I don't want to go too much into the topography, but I just like saying that. But it's also a site that's been, used commercially. I don't know if you technically call that industrially, and it's a work site. Trucks, boats, ships, trains nearby. There's a lot going on. So what are some of the skeletons in the site? Like, what do we need to find out about this site? This is no different than those of you who have ever bought a property, bought a home. You should probably get that home fully inspected before the purchase goes final, right? You don't know what's in those walls. You don't know what the foundation looks like unless a professional goes and looks at it. So I would say this, and the way it was defined was that the EIR, as Dave Cavell put it, is not visible yet. They're hoping to see this by the end of 2021. Now, that's a bit of a delay. Again, things are still progressing in other fronts, and that's totally fine. But mitigation items is what we're looking for here. Mitigation items are those things that may be necessary to fix, correct, repair before the project can actually get underway. Does it mean there are toxins in the ground? Does it mean that the site has to be not only raised, 4 feet or 6 feet, but like 9 feet for sea level rise? What are the environmental situations that need to happen so that this project can be built successfully and safely and last a lifetime or 2 or 5? So the environmental impact report, to be honest, of everything right now that's gone on with the county, with the A's, with the city of Oakland, those are political, those are people issues, and getting people on board, and those are hard. But I got to tell you, the next big thing is looking out for that environmental impact report. What does it say? Is it favorable? Molly Mayburn, who works for the city of Oakland in kind of the real estate and the financial planning sector, she hinted at this yesterday when the county asked her about the EIR. Well, it's not even out yet. Should we be concerned about that? And basically her response was, you don't think we've put all this money, effort, and interest into the project and are expecting some crazy thing to come out of it. It's basically, to sum it up, it's basically an educated gamble. It's an educated situation, right? They're not opening up Pandora's box with Howard Terminal. There may be some things, don't get me wrong, there may be some things that cost this project a little bit more, that also cost in time, like a process of getting something right about the land, making it usable. But they certainly feel confident, you can tell, that there's not going to be crazy stuff, crazy mitigation items that come with the environmental impact report. Again, I'm not losing sleep over any of this necessarily, but that is definitely on my front burner of what comes next and what I'm thinking about. How does the EIR look from all sides of this project?